Your web hosting choice can quietly make or break your business. And most people don't realize it until something goes wrong. I've been building and maintaining business websites for over 20 years, and today I'm breaking down the 3 hosting providers I actually recommend to small business owners. So, let's get into it. Number 1, the best web hosting service for small businesses. Here's the truth most people don't understand. There is no single best hosting provider for everyone. Only the best one for your stage of business. After 20 years building and maintaining websites for real businesses, I found that small business owners need 3 things above all else: reliability, simplicity, and room to grow. That's why in this video I'm focusing on Bluehost, Hostinger, and HostGator. They consistently hit the sweet spot between cost, performance, and usability, without overwhelming non-technical users. For most small businesses, shared hosting is more than enough to start. What matters more is uptime, decent speed, WordPress compatibility, and support that actually answers when something breaks. The biggest mistake I see is people choosing hosting based on price alone, and paying for it later with downtime, slow sites, or migrations. As we go through each provider, I'll break down who they're best for, not just what they advertise. Number 2, why Bluehost works so well for WordPress websites. If you're running WordPress or planning to, Bluehost is often the safest starting point. And that's not marketing hype, it's based on long-term consistency. Bluehost is officially recommended by WordPress, but more importantly, it's designed for WordPress users. The dashboard is clean, WordPress installs take minutes, and most common issues are already accounted for. That matters when you're a business owner who doesn't want to troubleshoot servers. In my experience, Bluehost works especially well for brochure-style websites, service businesses, blogs, and early-stage WooCommerce stores. Performance is solid, uptime is reliable, and updates are generally smooth. Where Bluehost really shines is predictability. It's not flashy, but it rarely surprises you, and that's a good thing. For clients who want something stable, familiar, and easy to manage long-term, Bluehost remains one of my go-to recommendations. If you want WordPress hosting that just works, without babysitting it, Bluehost is hard to beat. Number 3, why Hostinger is one of the best affordable hosting options. Hostinger has quietly become one of the strongest budget-friendly hosting providers, and it's not because it's cheap, it's because it's efficient. What stands out immediately is speed. Even on lower-tier plans, Hostinger sites load fast thanks to modern infrastructure and solid server optimization. For small businesses watching their expenses, that's rare. The control panel is custom-built and much cleaner than traditional cPanel setups. That makes it easier for beginners, while still giving advanced users what they need. In real-world use, I've found Hostinger surprisingly stable for the price point. That said, Hostinger is best for lean businesses, solopreneurs, freelancers, and early startups who want good performance without premium pricing. If you're scaling aggressively or running heavy WooCommerce stores, you may outgrow it. But for many businesses, it's an excellent first step. Bottom line, Hostinger proves that affordable hosting doesn't have to feel cheap. Number 4. Why HostGator is a reliable choice for business websites. HostGator has been around for a long time, and longevity matters in hosting. Companies that survive do so because they adapt, not because they're perfect. HostGator's strength is reliability at scale. It handles shared hosting well, offers flexible plans, and works smoothly for businesses that expect steady traffic rather than sudden spikes. For many service businesses, that's exactly what you want. The interface is familiar, support is available 24/7, and there's a wide knowledge base, which helps when you're troubleshooting on your own. In my experience, HostGator is a good fit for business owners who want something dependable without overthinking the tech. It may not be the fastest or most modern platform, but it's consistent, and in business, consistency often beats cutting-edge features that break under pressure. HostGator is a solid set-it-and-forget-it option for many traditional small business websites. Number 5. The best web hosting service for beginners. Beginners don't need more features, they need fewer decisions. From that perspective, Bluehost usually wins for first-time website owners. The onboarding is straightforward, WordPress is front and center, and you're guided step by step instead of being dropped into a control panel maze. Hostinger is a close second, especially for beginners who are slightly more tech-curious and want speed at a lower price. Its custom dashboard is intuitive, but still assumes you're willing to explore a bit. HostGator works well too, but beginners may find the traditional cPanel interface slightly overwhelming at first. If this is your first business website and you want the least friction possible, Bluehost is usually the easiest path. You can always migrate later, and I'll tell you when that makes sense. Number 6. Which hosting provider delivers the best website speed? Speed is no longer optional. It affects SEO, conversions, and how professional your business feels. In hands-on testing and client projects, Hostinger consistently delivers the fastest load times on entry-level plans. Their infrastructure is modern and performance tuning is baked in. Bluehost performs well for most small business needs, especially when paired with basic optimization plugins. It's not the fastest, but it's stable, which matters just as much. HostGator's speed is acceptable, but typically requires more optimization to compete with the other two. If raw speed is your top priority on a budget, Hostinger usually has the edge. If you want balanced performance with simplicity, Bluehost holds its ground. Number 7. Hosting providers with the best customer support. Support matters most when something breaks, and that's when hosting companies reveal their true value. Bluehost offers strong WordPress-focused support, which is incredibly helpful for non-technical business owners. Their documentation is clear, and common WordPress issues are well understood. HostGator has broad support coverage and extensive documentation, which works well for general hosting questions. Hostinger's support is responsive but more ticket-based. It's efficient, though not always ideal if you prefer live help. If you value hand-holding and familiarity, Bluehost usually provides the best experience. If you're comfortable reading docs and waiting briefly, Hostinger still delivers solid assistance. Number 8. The real risk of cheap web hosting for businesses. Cheap hosting isn't bad. What's bad is if your hosting itself is bad. The risk isn't the price. It's cutting corners on uptime, security, and backups. That's why I avoid unknown bargain hosts and stick to established providers. Hostinger proves that low cost can still mean quality. Bluehost and HostGator offer entry-level pricing with real infrastructure behind it. What you should avoid are hosts that overload servers, hide support, or make migration painful. Downtime costs more than hosting ever will. Your website is your digital storefront. Treat hosting as an investment, not an expense. Number 9. The best hosting provider for long-term business growth. Growth requires flexibility. Bluehost scales well if you're planning to expand content, add services, or grow traffic steadily. HostGator offers multiple upgrade paths, which is helpful for evolving businesses. Hostinger is best for early growth, but may require migration later, which isn't a bad thing if planned properly. The key is choosing a host that won't trap you. All 3 providers allow growth, just at different speeds. I always tell clients, start where you are, but choose a host that won't fight you later. Number 10. How to choose the right web hosting service for your business. Choosing hosting comes down to 3 questions. 1. How technical are you? 2. How fast do you need to grow? 3. How much support do you want? If you want simplicity and WordPress focus, Bluehost is a strong choice. If you want speed on a budget, Hostinger shines. If you want consistency and familiarity, HostGator delivers. There's no wrong answer, only better fits. And yes, I've included links to all 3 hosting providers in the description below so you can compare them directly. The best hosting service isn't about hype, it's about reliability, growth, and peace of mind. If you found this helpful, check the links in the description to compare these hosting providers and visit fabiopeters.com if you need help choosing the right setup for your business. And if you would like more tips on running a smooth, profitable web design business, please like this video and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any valuable tips. My name is Fabio Peters. Until next time, take care.